Adam Cole, Kevin Owens. Two guys synonymous with Ring of Honor wrestling now face the unfortunate fate of wrestling uncertainty. Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Kevin Zwicker from Fast Count coming at you. And before I get into this video, please remember to hit the like button and subscribe. So during the midst of this wrestling marathon show known as AEW All In, we were alerted right before the show kicked off that we were having a change to the TNT Championship match. It would no longer be Kyle Fletcher versus Adam Cole. It would now be a four-way between Kyle Fletcher, Sammy Guevara, Dustin Rhodes, and Daniel Garcia for the vacant TNT Championship due to the fact that Adam Cole could no longer compete and was not cleared for the show. So right before we kicked this match off, we got Adam Cole coming out. He received a very warm ovation from the Texas crowd. And as soon as he got into the ring, you could tell things weren't 100% okay due to his facial expressions. He goes on to talk about how, he's not cleared to compete tonight, and he doesn't like to use the R word, but he is going to be gone for a very long time. And that's when you could sense the emotions to start to really brew up. You could see him getting emotional, starting to tear up. And when he started to tear up, that's when the crowd started to tear up. This really felt as if we were getting a retirement speech, right? And you could tell that he was very hesitant to use that word, and he didn't want to use that word to just completely close the door. But this is going to be a very long road for Adam Cole during his recovery period to try to get back to AEW. He goes on to praise the show, talks about how nobody does pay-per-views better than AEW. The show has been great so far. And then you close this segment with him, Roderick Strong, and Kyle O'Reilly doing their famous poses, hugging in the ring. You see Kyle O'Reilly and Roddy get emotional as well. It was just such a blow, right? Adam Cole is one of those guys who's really been snake bitten recently. He had that concussion where he was gone for a very long time. Then he got back and he was doing that storyline with MJF, and he just had a freak accident where he landed wrong and shattered his ankle, making that whole storyline with the devil and all that thing just some convoluted mess. And it's just nobody has been dealt a rawer hand than Adam Cole lately. And it's just unfortunate for a guy who is genuinely well-liked from his peers. You never hear people speak a negative word about Adam Cole. And once this announcement hit, you saw people from WWE, his co-workers in AEW, and everybody else that he's worked with in the past come out and just heap praise upon him. And as soon as this moment happened, it really felt as if the air was just sucked out of the arena, because up until we got the Mercedes Moné versus Toni Storm match, it really felt as if the crowd was dead and in shock. They panned to the crowd. You saw fans crying because this is a guy who, in my opinion, AEW All Out 2021 is the greatest pay-per-view in AEW history. And one of the main factors as to why it's so good is the ending, where we saw the debut of Adam Cole and Bryan Danielson. And the fact that we are just a couple of years away from that, and now we're at a point where we don't even know if we're going to see Adam Cole in the ring again. It's just unfortunate, right? And like I started the video up talking about him and Kevin Owens, these are two guys who, there's a very famous wrestling photo that I'm sure that most of you guys have seen, and if you haven't, you can Google, where it's Kevin Owens and Adam Cole in a hotel room. They're in two different beds, and you see Kevin Owens with the Undisputed Championship, and you see Adam Cole with the ROH World Championship. And these are two guys who just are in the same position now where we don't know if we're ever going to see them in a wrestling ring again. And it just sucks. It sucks if you are an OG PWG fan. It sucks if you're an OG ROH fan. And it just sucks if you're a wrestling fan in general. Hopes and prayers that he's able to make it back. But more importantly, this is about his long-term health before he can get into the ring. It's reported by Sean Ross Sapp that it was a concussion. And as we all know, concussions are something very serious that we can't mess with. So if he can't go, he can't go. Whatever's best for his long-term future, that's what we're all going to be praying for. And it's just unfortunate, right? A guy who's worked his way up so much in the wrestling industry to be at the level that he is right now, and possibly getting his dream taken away from without his consent is just a bummer, right? But hey, at least the guy can look back and say he was the main event of a show that had 80 plus thousand people in attendance. But let me know what you guys think in the comment section. Are you wishing a speedy recovery for Adam Cole? What did you think of the segment? Did you get emotional? How are you feeling coming out of All In? Please remember to hit the like button and subscribe, guys. I am Kevin Zwicker. I'm out.